The Prime Initiative.
All right, so I had the distinct pleasure of talking to this lovely individual, the host of this podcast called Can't Be Broken by Cesar Martinez. Now, when I talked to him on the phone, I gotta say, man, like he's been through some stuff, right? And the heartwarming thing about this is that whenever anyone goes through particular adversities or problematic issues, whether it be career, family, relationship, it could kind of take a toll on you, right? But it's what happens after the fact that matters. You can't really control certain situations that transpire outside your inner circle. And sometimes within that inner circle, the chaos you can't control. You can control your own, right? But you can't control everything else. Now, talking with Caesar, Caesar is one driven individual. And I love the fact that he started this podcast and it just took flight. So when I talk to him, he has numerous guests on here that speak about particular struggles and how fitness and mental health have definitely assisted him in everything, right? So we're gonna listen to one clip of his one of his latest podcasts. I'm not gonna get into his actual interviews because I'll let you guys listen to it. And again, it's Can't Be Broken. You can find it on Spotify. I'll put the link on the YouTube if it allows me in the description below, and then I'll go ahead and if you guys need the actual link from Instagram, I'll go ahead and send it to you here. But let's take a quick listen to one of his shorter clips here. Now, I have to say one other thing that I really admire about Caesar is that he has such a calming voice. I love that. I love radio hosts that have this calming voice that you could tell when someone speaks. Oh man, they belong on radio, right? Do you guys remember Casey Kasem? Uh, yeah, you guys probably don't even know who that is. But anyway, let's listen to one of his segments here. I believe it's around 9 minutes long, 8 minutes long. We'll just listen to it, and we probably won't finish the whole thing, but you guys will get the idea, right?
What up, and welcome to a new episode, and I'm back for Sea Monsters Mindset and the Can't Be Broken podcast. I'm so blessed to be back. Thank you so much for allowing me to take a little bit of time off. I thought it was going to be my last episode of season 3 last time, and just didn't know where I was going with it, and just trying to find out if I had the time or wanted to continue this process and this journey, and just with a little bit of time off and a little bit of I don't know, just getting away from it, felt like I was missing something. And so here I am back trying to just get back on it. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to do that. Thank you for supporting me. And hopefully you guys can follow stronger and leave feedback and share and whatnot. And we can get season 4 started here in a positive and influential way. Yeah, the Can't Be Broken podcast, Sea Monster Mindset, coming at you today with mental toughness is what the topic is. And just remember, look, a lot of the things that I talk about are based on experience, some research, and things that I've gone through and things that I've seen as a player, as a coach, as an individual, as a father. And so I'm just going to share them. Sometimes they're not pretty and it might piss you off. You may not like it. You may not agree. It's okay. We can have dialogue. You can send me feedback. If you choose not to follow me, that's fine. But if you choose to understand and develop and try to grow, then we can grow together. If we want to talk, and that's how we grow. Communication, baby. But today is going to be about mental toughness. And for those kiddos listening or the parents listening and want to share this with your kiddos, I'm going to try to keep the cuss words at a minimum and hopefully at none. But this podcast, the Can't Be Broken, is about being real and emotional and just being who I am. And so they might slip out, and if it's okay with you in a positive way to share with your kiddos, share it. And if you don't think it's not good, then don't share it, or share whatever you can and just be honest with them. The kids are going to listen to curse words whether you try to hide it from them or not. And I never try to hide anything from my daughters. There's certain things that as they grow up, but the world is hard. It's rough. It's tough. And if you start teaching them wide stuff, things that they're going to listen to, things that they're going to run into, bad people, curse words, and all that stuff, and you educate them, then we're not hiding it from them. And then when they hear it, they're in shock and they don't understand, and nobody talked to them about it. But that's my opinion anyways. Mental toughness. Like, what is that? What's mental toughness, and how is that defined, or what are we talking about when it's mental toughness? Well, mental toughness is really the ability to bounce back from setbacks and failures. It's a resilient mindset. It's something that you comprehend that you can overcome at one point or another. It's a no-give attitude. It's grit. It's just being mentally tough. It's like working a muscle, because your mind is a muscle. But when you work, let's just say a bicep, and you are lifting weights to grow your biceps, there's going to be tears there. And you're going to add weight, and there's going to be resistance. And with resistance comes tear of muscle fibers, and then they grow and they grow bigger. And it's the same thing with your mind. It needs to grow, and thus it needs to have setbacks, and it needs to have resistance and failures and so many different things, and experienced in many ways for you to grow. And there are 4 C's of mental toughness that I want to share in order to understand it and how we can get more mental toughness and grow into being a better athlete, but a better individual as well. So whether you want to use that for athletics, student athlete, in your business.
All right, guys. Well, we're not gonna play the whole thing. I'm big on that. I don't want to steal his fire. Obviously, the 4 C's of mental toughness he states here is control, commitment, challenge, and confidence. It's something that you could just have in the background, whether you'll be at work or maybe you're at home just relaxing. It's perfect to have just in the background, and you don't need to have visual cues or anything. It's and he has such a calming voice. I love his voice. I give him credit for that. In fact, the other day I was listening to one of the interviews in the background, and it really just calmed me. It was my day off. I was just doing all kinds of stuff, and it was just calming to have him in the background, just listening to it talk. And hey, Caesar, just so you know, man, if you're watching this, you should really get into being a voice actor for audiobooks. I think that will suit you well. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. Again, the name of the podcast is Can't Be Broken, by Mr. Cesar Martinez, I believe. And I'll put the link in the description below for YouTube. Again, guys, until next time, keep fighting.
The Prime Initiative.